Hello, everyone. This is Brother Andrew, and today we're going to learn about Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini, the first American citizen to ever become a saint in the Catholic Church. So let's put our listening ears on as we learn the story of Sister Frances. Maria Francesca Cabrini was born in Sant'Angelo Lodigiano, Italy, on July 15, 1850. She was born 2 months premature, and her health was weak her whole life. She was raised on a farm with her father Agostino, her mother Stella, and her 12 older brothers and sisters. She was the youngest of them all. When she turned 13, Francesca went to a girls' school run by the Daughters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. She graduated at 18 with a teaching license. Francesca wanted to join the Daughters of the Sacred Heart and be a teacher. After her parents died in 1870, Francesca, now 20, applied to the Daughters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. As much as they loved their former student, however, they rejected her. They said that their strict way of life would be too hard for Francesca because of her poor health. Francesca may have had a weak body, but she had a very strong spirit. Instead of giving up on her dreams of being a nun, she decided to begin her own order. In 1880, Francesca and 7 other women formed the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. She took the name Xavier in memory of Saint Frances Xavier, a missionary. A missionary is someone who leaves their home to teach the faith to people who don't know God yet. Francesca had decided that she didn't just want to teach, she wanted to be a missionary. At first, she wanted to go to China, but when she asked the Pope what she should do, he said that she should go to the United States instead. So, on March 31st, 1889, Francesca and 6 of her sisters arrived in New York City. At first, the bishop wanted them to leave, but Francesca was firm in obeying the Pope, and soon she and her sisters got to work. In the days when Francesca came to New York, many children had jobs instead of going to school. Their families were poor, so they got jobs to get more money. These jobs were often dangerous, and because the children were working instead of going to school, they couldn't read or write or do math. They were trapped. Mother Frances's mission was to give these children a good education. Her sisters started schools and built orphanages. They taught the children about Jesus and how much he loved them, even though their lives were hard. Mother Frances was resourceful and smart. She knew how to ask other people to help her and her sisters with work, money, or prayers. In less than 30 years, she founded over 60 schools, orphanages, and other programs to teach and serve the poor all across America. On December 22nd, 1917, Frances died of malaria in Chicago, Illinois. She was 67. Pope Pius XII canonized her 28 years later on July 7th, 1946. She is the first U.S. citizen to become a saint. Because she was an immigrant and worked with immigrants, she is the patron saint of immigrants. Her feast day is this Friday on November 13th. St. Frances Xavier Cabrini was a hard worker. It wasn't always easy, but she made sure she did what others needed her to do. Do you always work hard? Do you do your chores at home? Do you do your classwork? Your homework? What can you do to be a hard worker?